Hey guys, it's Girl Got Game, and we are here in Changeling for our final ending with Elliot, which is his friendship ending. So we are here in Chapter 1, and I've picked basically the options I did for the good ending. This is our first different choice. Except I did tell the brownie, I let the brownie fend for itself, so this is the choice right after that. I didn't get scratched by Brenna, so no licking of the hands. But we do get to pick this choice, which we haven't before. So we'll see what happens. The oddness of that offer, as sincere as it seemed to be, just really stood out to me. I gave him a teasing smirk. I appreciate that you're asking permission before you spy on me. Elliot's eyes went wide and he frantically shook his head.
No! I definitely am not trying to spy on you. If you go out to the woods alone, and I just thought that...
Elliot, relax. I'm just teasing.
Oh, right. Okay, good.
Actually, I think that would be helpful. Just be careful how you wake me up. I don't want to hit you again.
Yeah.
Alright, and there goes our dear brother. Speeding off. Alright, what do I do for this one? This is one we haven't picked before either. That was suspicious. Way too suspicious. It's not like it was a magazine or something. It was a book. An old, dusty-looking book with a worn-out cover. I was suddenly really, really curious why he was hiding it. I gave Elliot a wicked grin and leaned closer.
Nora?
That's really suspicious, isn't it?
No. It's just nothing. Really. Just a book.
Oh, I can see it's a book. I'm just curious why you're trying to hide it from me. Elliot held the book off to the side, out of my reach.
I'm not hiding it.
You are definitely hiding it.
No.
You're definitely trying to hide it from me. I didn't know who he thought he was fooling. No one, by the desperate look on his face. I smiled at him as he watched me nervously. Then I made a sudden dive for the book. He saw it coming and tossed the book aside, putting up one hand to fend me off. Oof! I landed on him and made a swipe at the book as it fell, but didn't quite make it. Drat! Elliot let out a little whimper. I looked down at him curiously. You okay?
Nee.
Confused, I looked down at my legs and realized... Oh! Sorry! I jumped off him, flailing slightly. Poor Elliot. I just realized all we're doing is being more like Brenna so far in this route. Oh man, right in the, ouch. Poor guy. Elliot curled over slightly, gritting his teeth. Sorry? And I didn't even manage to get a look at the book either.
It's... okay.
He sat up awkwardly, his entire body still tense. I, at least, was doing an admirable job of not laughing.
You're surprisingly violent sometimes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
He let out a long, shaky breath. It looked like even vampire powers couldn't save a guy from a well-placed knee attack. I logged that little bit of information away, just in case. In any case, it was getting to be time to head downstairs anyway. I shut my journal and encyclopedia, sliding one into my book bag and setting the other on the coffee table.
Going down?
Yeah, there's only a few minutes before the bell anyway. Alright. And then he gets tackled again. Alright, what's next? Another choice we haven't done yet. So if Brenna's leaving snacks for you on your porch, does that mean she lives in our neighborhood? Elliot shot me a strange look.
Yeah, she does.
Seems like a lot of people from school do.
Yeah.
So why does she leave food on your back porch for you? Do you even eat real food? He couldn't quite suppress the shudder, and honestly, he looked a little green. I wondered what sort of snacks Brenna left for him.
I don't know why she does it, honestly. And yes, I can eat real food. I did used to be a normal human once, you know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to imply.
It's okay. I'm not offended or anything. I guess for me, eating normal food is like someone else just eating junk food. I mean, not much nutritional value.
Okay. And is that true just because you're an infected? Or, like, can Mark also eat normal food?
Still, I'd probably cry if I couldn't eat my dad's lasagna anymore. He's the best cook. My stepdad, well, he tries.
We started down the stairs together, and I lowered my voice in case someone else was around to overhear. Does your dad know about you?
Nah, I couldn't really keep it from my mom and John, but I don't see my dad enough for him to find out.
Seems like secrets go hand in hand with being in the Paranormal Mysteries Club, huh?
Yeah.
The two of us headed down to class quietly after that. Okay, so his biological dad doesn't know he's a vampire. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I understand, girl. Okay, Drayson. This is also another one I haven't picked before. Just a figment of my imagination. Sort of like a character, I guess. I don't know when I started drawing her. A long time ago. I've drawn her off and on for years. I guess she represents everything I think is mysterious about the world.
She's beautiful.
He smiled at me sweetly.
She looks kind of like you.
I don't know about that. Drayson, you making plays? Drayson, no. Not you too, Drayson. I can't. Not again. Not like this. Alright. Another choice I haven't done yet. Huzzah. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I did mind. I didn't like cleaning. I could definitely do more than clean. But the fact was that they didn't need me to do more than clean at the moment. And that was the problem. Like I told Allie, I felt left out. It was frustrating. I was still trying to adapt to all this, and they didn't need my help with anything because they were all better at it all than me.
Is anything the matter?
No, nothing. I needed to just stop sulking and focus on my research. Well, he gave you an opening. Velos left through the library door, and alone I started cleaning, but I wasn't happy about it. Just let the record show that. Okay, we've done both of these, but need to grab the book, apparently. Okay. I think we've done all of these too. Yep. Okay. Another new choice? Oh. I don't know. Even if they're not dating, Brenna seems scarily possessive. I don't want to get my eyes clawed out. She does seem like the type that would go for the eyes, doesn't she? I thought about yesterday and the way she behaved in the club room. At the very least. By the way, is she the one you were talking about when you mentioned the catty girl in the club? Yep! I thought you meant she was just normal catty. I didn't think you meant she acts like an actual evil cat. Well, she is a cat she, you know. A what now? Cat fairy. You haven't stumbled on them in your research yet. Well, now I have. Thank you, Allie. Are you gonna tell me that she's Elliot's cat? Catchi, or catchi, are a type of fairy cat. Cat fairy? They're described as being large and black, with a distinctive white patch on their chest. Some believe they were originally witches that transformed into cats. They're known to be quite ferocious and unfriendly. Explains a lot about Brenna. Okay, apparently Nora is now aware. No. I'm going to have to look that up, though. It sounds like it'll explain a lot about her personality. Actually, that doesn't mean Nora's aware. She's aware that Brenna's a cat she because Allie, too many names. Allie just said that she's a cat she, but not that she's Elliot's cat.
Right? And you haven't even heard all the stories. She's better now than she was when she first arrived. One time this kid made her mad, and she literally shredded everything in his locker. Gym clothes, books, homework. And she used to tear through the halls practically on all fours. Or sit at the top of the gym bleachers and jump on people when they passed underneath.
Good grief. She really is just a person-shaped cat, isn't she?
At least she doesn't do those things anymore. Mostly.
Mostly? And we'll just leave it at that. Okay, Grant. You can leave Spencer alone this time. Thank you very much. And then it's not that. And for this one, we haven't picked this one either. Hooray. Elliot, you really don't have to be so worried about offending me or something.
It's not that I'm worried about that, really.
Worried I'm going to hit you again, then?
Well, you do hit pretty hard. For a...
I snatched up the pillow and whacked him in the face with it before he could finish that statement.
I'm kidding! I'm kidding!
I'm sorry, I can't quite make out what you're saying.
Gah! I surrender!
He grabbed the pillow, keeping me from hitting him again.
I wonder if violence is just a Fae trait.
Hey now.
Kidding! But speaking of fairies, maybe we can ask Brenna if she has any thoughts. I mean, she's Fae too.
That would be great, except I don't think she likes me. Alright, I think we're back. Huzzah. I haven't done this one. Is that the one I need to do? Yes. I gave him a teasing grin. Keep it up and you're going to be the one owing me for all the times he kept distracting me.
Does that mean I'll have an excuse to take you for coffee to make up for it?
No one needs an excuse for coffee, unless they're one of those bizarre heathens that dislike it. And I'm pretty sure something is just wrong with people like that.
You are scarily serious about your coffee.
Yep. I knew I should be focusing and studying, but somehow I couldn't help but feel it was nice to just hang out for a little while instead.
We should probably head down.
Alright. We're having some nice moments with Elliot again, which is lovely. I'm going to look and not be all blushy blush about this. And then for this, leave without saying anything. And walked away. Do not engage. Say what, why. We've done that before. I think I've done all of these too. Hey, this is the choice I picked from the best end. That was wrong, but it's fine. I haven't done this one yet either. But isn't it better to know what I could be walking into? You should know that. You're the only one who knows about the sleepwalking.
I know. You're right. I'm sorry.
He looked so upset. I nudged him with my elbow. I'm not mad at you, you know. I just wish you had been the one to tell me, so it didn't feel like you were hiding it from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hide it. I just thought I could protect you. Look out for you.
I need to be able to look out for myself. You can't always be there. He looked away awkwardly. Oh, not yet.
I didn't want you to be scared of me.
You are not scary. At all. The truth of it is, doesn't want her to be scared of him. Poor boy. Ah, another new choice. I was pretty sure he was really depressed about being suspended from the agency, even if he knew it was just a precaution. I still didn't really get it, but I wanted to make him feel better if I could. Get his mind off it, cheer him up a little. He'd been so nice to me, not just saving me from sleepwalking myself into a missing person report, but also little things like buying me coffee or offering to help with my research. I was determined to pay him... I was determined... My goodness, voice, hello? Him! With determination. I was determined to pay him back for all of that. There we go. Not just with coffee, but with helping him forget his problems for a while. If I could return the favor even a little, it would make me feel better. Besides, I hated seeing him sad like that. It didn't feel right. I stretched and stood, deciding to finally put in an appearance downstairs. Mom let me sleep in, but I could smell the brunch she was cooking up. Okay, I think we're probably back. Yep. Alright, parents. Elliot helped me out at school. And though we're just friends, I gotta put in some effort for this boy. Notice my boots. And for this one... Coffee, obviously. Sorry, Ewan. And... I don't think we've done this yet. Nope. No! My treat. You don't get to pay. He frowned, then looked up at me, totally playing up the sad puppy eyes. I pushed him away from the register with both hands. This is me paying you back. You can't pay because then you'd be paying yourself back, and that's just weird. And don't you even try those puppy dog eyes on me. I am totally immune to cute things.
You're mean.
I know. It's a gift. I made a face at him as I handed the money to Kaya. Alright, and we're back. Yes, you are really good at this, Elliot. Want to meet my mom? Do I wait for you this time? No, I'm demanding again. But I will believe you. So there's that. And then I need to... I don't think we've done this yet. No. Normally I wouldn't have accepted an offer like that, but my feet were already hurting pretty badly. My toes were completely numb. I took a deep breath and just nodded. I'd have to swallow my pride and make the logical choice. Elliot crouched down and I sort of hesitated before awkwardly climbing on his back. I'm probably heavy.
No, not even a little.
He stood easily and started carting me through the trees like it was nothing. Let me guess. Supernatural vampire strength?
More or less. I mean, I know I don't look it.
Well, it wasn't exactly untrue. He was pretty thin. Scrawny might be a more accurate descriptor, actually. Honestly, even though I was pretty small, he kind of felt like he should break under me. Ouch. I mean, I was shocked when Corbin carried you, so... It didn't appear supernatural strength required actual muscles. I wonder how that works from a scientific perspective. Ugh, no. I wasn't up to contemplating science at who knows what time of the morning, while riding around on a vampire's back. Okay. Well, good inner thoughts, me. Do I say we're just friends? Oh, I say he's nice. I haven't done this one. I sighed inwardly. There was no way she'd let me avoid answering that, but I didn't even know how to answer it. Did I like him? I didn't know. There was so much about him I couldn't even tell her. Or anyone. Well, he's nice.
That's it. Nice.
Is there anything else that's important?
Yes! Is there chemistry? Are there sparks? You went on a date!
We're talking about a person, Mom, not a bonfire. Well, technically, you were a bonfire in the last bad ending, so there.
Are you finally going to have your first boyfriend? Inquiring minds really want to know.
Mother! I tugged my jacket on and turned away before she could see how red my face was. I don't know. It's too early for any of that. He's nice. I like hanging out with him.
Well, I guess it's a good start. Your dad isn't a huge fan of the purple hair, but he does seem like a nice boy. I'm rooting for you.
Oh my god. Rooting for me? What does that even mean? This isn't a sport. Nora, this is the most serious sport there is. Shipping. I'm going now. Don't you dare spy on us. Me! Don't spy on me! Mother. I love her mom. So good. We haven't done this one yet either. Right? Yes. I stole quietly to the fence, pushing back my hood so I could hear them better. I didn't know what he was up to, but I wasn't going to let him get away with it. At the opportune moment, I would jump in and confront, his scrawny butt.
I get that you're worried about her, but Nora and I are just friends.
Maybe that's true for her, but anyone can tell how you feel just by how you look at her. What? I stopped short, eyes going wide. Wait, what? Who looks at me? I mean, how does he look at me? And that aside, Spencer was being protective of me? That made me pause before jumping around the corner with an accusatory, aha! But only because I wanted to know exactly what he was up to. Spencer being protective was definitely suspicious. Very suspicious. If I had Elliot's vampire spidey sense, it would be going nuts.
Look, I don't have bad intentions. And if Nora wants to spend time with me, that's her choice, you know? Besides, we have classes together. And our club. It's not like I can just avoid her. Is that why you've been sneaking around with her at night? You going to pin that on your club activities? Oh, crap. I think you're misunderstanding. It's not like we're doing anything bad. I'm not doing anything bad to her, I swear.
I'm not worried about her. But she's hiding something. And maybe she dragged you into it, but I want to know what's going on. If you're not interested in helping me, then just stay out of my way. I don't need you interfering. Was Spencer trying to make a play for Elliot to be like an informant? Rage instantly bubbled in my chest. That stupid idiot. Okay, putting aside that his suspicions actually might be kind of grounded in truth, I still couldn't forgive that he was going behind my back issuing demands and pseudo-threats, even if they were completely laughable. I stepped around the fence, gripping my book bag tightly. Elliot's eyes went slightly wide. Spencer just glared at me calmly. Sorry to interrupt you two, but... Elliot, I need to speak to my brother alone. Are we back? Yes, we're back. Okay, I've done all of these. Which one do I need to do, though? Okay, I need to cry. Just quietly cry. And I guess he still confessed. Which is going to be awkward when we're like, we're just friends. Let's see. I need to tell Mark the truth. And then... I can't see what my other one is. I don't think I've done this one. Let me just save real quick. Put that, like, right there. No, I have done that. Okay. Well, I'll just yell at them. That's the option I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. What about the stupid stuff? You're not stupid. This is a new one. You're not stupid. Come on. It wasn't even that big a deal. I was annoyed, yes, but I'm not mad at you or anything.
I'm glad. I hadn't seen you much lately, so I kind of thought you might be avoiding me.
No! Definitely not. That wasn't to the point of avoiding you or anything. I've just been busy, that's all.
I was a little worried.
No need. If I had that big a problem with it, I'd just talk to you.
Good. That's good.
Still friends, I promise.
I'm glad. So you're not mad at Mark either?
Oh. No, I guess not. Besides, I think I saw him last night when I tried to escape my yard. He woke me up. Unless that was just a normal owl.
He insisted on keeping watch for you. I said I would, but he said I'm better at scouting through wooded areas, whatever that means.
Okay, should be back. Good. Ask about prep. Not the moitas. And follow him right away. Don't hesitate. And this is our first time going to find Allie. As much as I didn't want to, I was going to have to leave off finding Elliot for now. Talking to him would have to wait until after school, even if I had to drag him out of his house to make him listen. For now, I felt I really needed to go find Allie and let her know my dork of a brother and his idiot sidekick were onto us, or whatever. I quietly made my way back to the door, but had barely set my hand on the handle when I heard a voice behind me.
Nora Lewis.
I froze at the sound of my name. Shoot.
What are you doing out here?
I slowly turned around to find him and my brother standing there staring. Okay, be cool. I forced a smile. I was just out here looking for someone I thought had come through. I heard voices, though, and decided to head back inside. You guys haven't seen Elliot Damiani, have you? Grant raised an eyebrow.
No, we haven't. No one has come through here. As you know, students aren't allowed outside during lunch. Though I do acknowledge I seem to see some of your friends where they shouldn't be quite frequently.
I resisted the urge to roll my eyes. Instead, I gave him a sheepish smile. Sorry, I didn't mean to be somewhere I shouldn't be. Though, I gave my brother a pleasant smile. I'm not the only student out here right now.
Spencer and I were just heading inside, and I recommend you do the same. If Elliot is skipping, he's going to have to deal with the consequences.
That's a surprising lack of compassion from someone who seems like he wants to be everyone's friend. I started back inside, but Spencer pushed past me and went in first. Meh. As he disappeared inside, I stopped and looked back at Grant. Or maybe everyone just doesn't include some of the people I happen to be friends with. Oof. I turned away from him and went inside, kicking myself for that little jab. But it was so hard to not snark a little when the two of them had just been discussing how I might be a murderer. I get that everything probably looked suspicious when one was being Mr. Smarty Detective Man. That's a great title. And yes, there was a conspiracy. And yes, they were onto us and what have you. But that being true did not mean I had to be polite about it all. I heard Grant come in behind me, but he went into the office. Ahead of me, Spencer was still making his way down the hall, and I just... Nope, not yet. In a split second, I made a decision and picked up the pace to catch up with him. I caught him by the wrist and pulled him toward a side hall. We need to talk. Now. Are we back? We're back. Okay. Ah, so Mark came and found us again this time. Interesting. Own up to the slap. Surprisingly. Channel my Fey energy again. Shockingly. That just seems to get me into nothing but trouble. definitely get the heck out of here if you don't want to see the Spriggan. Let her lick you. Just let it happen. It's gonna happen anyway. Tell her about Elliot. Ask what he means. Do not slap him. Don't believe Elliot. Oof, man. Not liking this. Not at all. And this time I say nothing, which is a new choice. Elliot shot me a little surreptitious look, but I didn't say anything. I was way too tired and cranky for Corvin's antics. Yep. And I wasn't about to debate whether or not this constituted a date when I just wanted to bury myself in a cup of coffee and pretend last night wasn't a thing.
Okay, my mistake. I take back my congrats then. But don't give up. It can always become a date.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Anyway, I'll be back in a minute for your orders.
I like that they're both just collectively 1000% done with Corvin. He disappeared back toward the kitchen, leaving us alone. A date, huh? If all the things with Spencer and changelings and vampires in the woods hadn't happened, maybe it would have been. Maybe if I'd believed him. But I didn't. Ah. So you still fed from you? Interesting. Well, I definitely need to run outside. And then refuse the offer. And then one last thing, which is definitely not asking him to untie you. Alright, let's see what changes. Here we go. Whoa. So it all plays out the same until the very last chapter. We're going to be late. I won't be long. Just stop arguing and wait in the car. Jeez. Okay, so I didn't tell him to just go without me. He rolled his eyes and left us there.
Well, he does seem better.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting there. He's still a little unsure, but it's better, definitely.
So...
Look, I owe you an answer, and I don't want to keep putting it off. Elliot covered my mouth with his hand before I could finish that.
You don't have to answer now.
I peeled his hand away, watching him curiously. He definitely seemed fidgety, anxious, as if he knew what I was going to say. I did promise.
I would prefer if you didn't. For now. I think we both need more time. I like you, but you need to be able to focus on Spencer and making things right with him. He has a lot to learn, and he's going to need you to get through it all. And I need to become better too. I thought I was doing okay with all this, but I definitely need to work on myself. I don't think I can date anyone while I'm like this.
Elliot. He was thinking about what happened in the club room. Though, I couldn't blame him. I'd thought a lot about that too. No one else knew about it, and it was going to stay that way. But he and I both knew.
Let's just stay friends for now. I think it's better like this. And more than anything else, more than I like you, more than I want to be with you, I want to be your friend. I really, really do.
Me too. I took his hand and squeezed it. Thank you. It felt like a huge weight had been lifted. Because I definitely wasn't ready to date a vampire yet. I still had to work on accepting that part of him. But friends? I could do that. For sure. Spencer tapped the horn and I glanced around Elliot. He was sitting in the car watching us impatiently. I should go.
I'll see you at school then.
Yeah, Spencer's making his first foray into the club room. Since he's apparently sensitive, we're going to work on getting him acclimated. You won't want to miss it.
I was going to stop by the murder first, though. Want a coffee?
Definitely. I'll pay you back for it this time.
Okay. I'll see you there.
I waved and headed to the car right as Danny came around the fence. Elliot joined him, and I waved again as Spencer pulled out of the driveway. Everything, it seemed, had turned out for the best. It was a relief. We still had a ways to go, getting things with Spencer back to normal, even both of us just getting used to all this. But it was heading in the right direction, and I was grateful for that. I was grateful we came back. I was grateful for Allie, Elliot, everything. Things were finally looking up, and I was definitely going to make the most of it. Hey, you don't have a murderous look in your face for once. I glanced at Spencer and smiled. He smiled back, and I felt really, truly happy for the first time in a long time. It was going to be okay. It really was. We just won't mention that Danny had to console a crying Elliot on the way to school. Oh, wow. Well, I do think that it probably is for the best that these two are friends. I do see them being good friends. More so. It was a bittersweet ending, for sure. I definitely liked this friendship ending more than Danny's friendship ending. I just realized I'm gonna have to have a list for friendship endings too. Gosh darn it. Oh boy. But yeah, I don't know, that was sweet. Like, there was a lot of good extra banter scenes. And I don't know, it felt more comfy with them being friends. I'm just sad that the feeding incident happened. Like, that just seemed to be such a big negative. It just was like, we can't come back from this. I don't know if they would move on from that later, but you know what? Anything's as friends, probably pretty good. I also realized through all this that this is, I think, the first route that Allie and Spencer didn't end up together, so I think that's deserved. Because Spencer doesn't deserve anything after what he put us through. Good grief. But anyway, we did it, everybody. We got that friendship ending. I'm a little sad about it, but I guess that is probably appropriate when it comes to Elliot. He's always a little bit sad. But yeah, we really channeled our inner violent fae. My goodness, we were so Brenna-like. No wonder he couldn't go out with us. We're just too much like his cat. But yeah, when there's a lack of trust, I mean, that even makes being friends hard, so I hope they can get through it all. I like that Mark just disappears after all of that. We spent so much time together, and then he's just like, yeah, so you won't see me anymore now? I caught the ferals. I restore the vampire's good name. That's all that matters. I'm going back to my tea. But he'll be next. I'll find out if he can eat normal food and all that stuff. And if Elliot tries to make plays. Elliot probably wouldn't. Elliot's too nice to try and make plays in other people's routes. Although he did kind of make plays during Danny's route, so... But anyway. That's what it is. That's Elliot's thing. Let's see what the ending was. I've looked at it a couple times, but I can't remember. Staying friends. Well, there you go, everybody. And with that, we are donezo once again with Changeling. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed Elliot. But with that, it is time to go back to Steam Prison, where we're going to do a very, very, very well-hidden boys route. Adage. Doesn't have a last name as far as I'm aware. I've only met him in one route. one ending of one route at the end of said route. I have no idea where he is. But as far as I know, we have to stay in the depths, in the Sanctuary District specifically. So yeah, it's gonna be a whole new adventure over there. I don't know what's coming, but hopefully you will be there to join me for that, guys. Thanks very much again for watching, and until next time, I will see you later.